What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the Parlay Playbook Podcast. It's episode 4. I'm here with my co-host Quabina,
PPP.
and we're here to talk about all things NFL. Week 3 did not disappoint. There was a lot of ups and downs and a lot of injuries to come out from this week. So, topping the news this week, we have a massive injury report with a lot of dudes with season-ending injuries. Quabina, give us some of the big names that just had unfortunate ends to their season.
I don't know how big of a name this is, but Najee's out for the rest of the season with an Achilles injury. So,
It's a big one.
I mean, I feel bad for the guy. Like, Najee always gets shit on every week and got shit on in the Steelers. And, it's like, I just feel bad for the guy. Nick Bosa's also out for the season. He tore his
You
ACL.
see the video of him towards the end of the game, the little thumbs down up?
I saw that during the game, and I think I was like,
Felt a little extra, no? Like, it's like, we get it, you're hurt.
I
But,
don't
like,
know. Like I seen it, and I'm like, bro, during the game when I saw it when he did this to the crowd, I was like, bro, like why would you do that? Now people are gonna start
yeah,
panicking. But like he knew his ACL was torn, so it's like
yeah, I
that is
guess.
like the one of the worst injuries you could get as a athlete.
Yeah.
Any other injuries
Yeah,
in
there
there?
was James Conner. That was an ugly one.
Oh yeah, that one
I
was.
don't even want to see the replay on that one. His leg got absolutely mangled. James Conner
How
placed
you
on
feel
IR.
about yeah, James Conner, I feel bad for him. How you feel about CD Lamb's ankle?
CeeDee Lamb, I mean, it sounds like he's not going on IR. It seems to be a short-term issue, and I think the Cowboys should be breathing a sigh of relief because if that dude went down, I don't know how the Cowboys season would finish. So, luckily for them, it's only a couple weeks, but still one to keep your eye
You don't
on
think
for
Pickens
sure.
could hold the weight that CD drops for a couple weeks? I'm
No.
not gonna say that it's a season-ending injury, but like if he does go down for a couple weeks, you don't think
Pickens could
Pickens
carry the
could carry it?
workload, but at the end of the day, I think the Cowboys are a better team when both of them are on the field, and I think they need both of them to be competitive in big games this season, to be honest.
Um, I do agree, but Pickens did play well when he went down.
He
But
did.
Cowboys are embarrassed themselves recently.
They are. So let's talk about some of the big games from week 3. I'm going to start off with the Monday night game, Ravens Lions. I think that's one, it's a good spot to start because it's probably the most entertaining game of the week. I think a lot of people believe that the Lions could have some fight in this one, but I don't know how many people actually thought they were going to win. So what did you think of that game and were you surprised with the result?
I think last week on the podcast I said the Ravens are gonna win.
Yeah, I think we both did.
In real life, I bet the Lions to win.
Wow.
I don't know. It
Wow.
was very much like a last second decision. How I was like, I don't know. The Lions they had a bad first week. They really got it together in week two
The
against the
Bears.
Bears, and I just like the offense is rolling. I didn't think it would end the way it ended with Derrick Henry being
Yeah.
the villain again, or not the villain, the reason for the loss again. I wouldn't say the reason
I
for
feel
the
bad
loss,
for him
but
though, because
it's
it's
like
like,
he
bro,
is such a good
yeah,
back. Last game, I wouldn't say it's his best game. Like a lot of the times, he couldn't really. It was 3 yard runs. Like he couldn't
hmm
really get it started. But he's such a good back. Those fumbles, two in like clutch
and it
moments in the last 2 weeks
and it
or 3 weeks.
overshadows like your entire performance almost, because that's what people are gonna remember from the game. You can rush for 100 yards and 2 touchdowns, but you fumble the ball in a crucial moment like that, like that's what people remember. So that's what's unfortunate for him, I think, because
And
it's not a
you
good look on
gotta,
him.
as much as you feel bad for Derrick Henry, you gotta feel bad for Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson's played amazing in the last 3 weeks, and he's 1-2 to show for it.
Yeah,
And like I said, like I think Lamar Jackson's the best player in the world. Um,
that's definitely a hot take, but some
how
merit behind it,
how
I
hot
guess.
is it? Because you could say that your best player in the world is Josh Allen, right?
Yeah, I would say Josh is the best
But
player right now.
Josh Allen and when Lamar versus Josh Allen played, if we were going by stats, I feel like we've argued this already,
We
but
did.
Lamar did what he had to do to come away with the victory. Unfortunately, things out of his control on the offensive end is the reason why they lost the game.
Hmm.
Once again, things out of his control this week is the reason why he lost the game. There,
Correct.
there, there are coaching mistakes and personnel mistakes. The coaching mistake I'd call out is that when they were down a touchdown on fourth down in the red zone, you gotta go for it.
I agree.
Like you're not. You don't give the Lions the ball
No.
back, and that's there. You just don't. Obviously, they still got to stop after, but dang it, they still got to stop after and turn it. Then that's when Derrick Henry turned the ball over. But you got it. Like with a team against the Lions, this is not the Bears where your defense is just gonna get a stop. Um, you got to just go for it and go for the win.
We also got to play like when you have these big games between these big teams, you almost like kind of have to play flawless. Like any mistake at any given moment could screw you up. We saw that happen to the Ravens. So like I guess yeah, I mean, it wasn't on Lamar, but I'm not sure his performance was as flawless as you're making it out to be.
I think it was.
I think there was a couple plays where a couple third downs where his throws weren't money, and they
Oh,
were money
oh,
for most
oh,
of the
oh,
night,
oh,
but
okay. No, sorry. Lamar was not flawless. That's not what I'm saying. Lamar played a really good game, but he's not flawless. Lamar's made a lot of crucial mistakes, and I have to be critical of Lamar for this in terms of getting rid of the ball. He is extending plays way longer than it has to be. It's like, I get it. You're the most agile quarterback in the world. Everybody knows this, but sometimes you have to use your brain. Like, there's crucial scenarios. There will be like second and longs or um third and longs, and you're just getting sacked because you won't just get rid of the ball because you're trying to dance in the backfield. I think one of the biggest ones was when he was trying to break free. I don't know if it was Aiden Hutchinson who got him by the legs.
it was, yeah.
And it's like, I don't know. I feel like I get it. Your receivers are not making plays, but you have to like have the know to like it's either I'm doing this or I'm doing that. And like if both of those are not open, I'm throwing the ball away. Like progressions, like the best quarterbacks are able to read through all the progressions as fast as possible. If nothing's there, they don't force it. Like that's how what Tom Brady was so good at. Like Tom Brady was able to see through all his progressions. Nothing was there, he wouldn't force you. He'd get rid of the ball.
I feel like that might be an issue you see more with QBs that like to scramble though, because when their reads aren't there, their options aren't there, their next go to idea is to just run the football, and I think that's why you see the decision making aspects
But
in like a Lamar Jackson, like that's
I
why I
would
think that
say another
happens.
quarterback with that issue is Caleb Williams. But
A
like,
hundred
I'm
percent,
not saying Lamar and Caleb Williams are not even close to the
not even
same level.
close.
But like Lamar, a lot of the times it doesn't even look like he's trying to run. It looks like he's like just trying to extend the play to get somebody open, and it's like, okay, you have 3 seconds in the pocket
Yeah.
of the NFL. Like
Hmm.
you have to just get rid of it. It's like it's okay. It's okay. There's gonna be another down, and I feel like he's trying to do a lot, and I don't really blame him because like he has to do a lot on the team. It's not like he has a star-studded wide receiver core, or like have you seen the graphic where it was like, if Jared Goff and Lamar Jackson switch teams, who would win a Super Bowl first? Did you see that?
No,
I was like,
who
that's
the
the
hell's
most
making
crazy
who's
graphic
making
I've
those
ever
graphics,
seen.
bro?
Because Lamar Jackson with the Lions offense, my word.
Yeah, no, that'd be a joke.
But we have to give Lions offense some credit.
They're still one of
Their
the best
run
offenses in the
game
league,
went crazy.
best backfield in the league.
Yeah, Gibbs and Montgomery. Montgomery broke off for that was a kind of a funny run. I didn't know Marlon Humphrey was that fast.
Yeah, he did do that, and then he also scored that touchdown at the end of the game when Golf was telling him to
Oh,
go down.
yeah.
And then he was, I saw him
That's
on St. Brown,
the
the St. Brown.
podcast,
Yeah, he
right?
was like, I don't care, I'm scoring. I
It's
get
like,
12 carries a game. I'm
and
scoring.
I think Amarad's brother asked, like, what if they had no timeouts, 58 seconds
Yeah,
left? If no timeouts, 58 seconds left, what would you have done? I'm scoring. I would have been like, oh, sorry, Golf. I didn't hear you. I didn't hear you. That's
yeah.
funny because I was like, when I was watching the game, I was like, does he know he shouldn't have scored there? Like, is that something he knew? And it could have bit them in the
It
butt,
could have.
but the Lions had to use, or not the Lions. Baltimore had to use a timeout because Lamar got sacked.
Yeah.
So another one of like just get like 2 minute warning or 2 minute offense. Just get rid of the ball, Lamar. And he made a damn near perfect 2 minute offense there.
Yeah.
Got Mark Andrews about like he got the pass game about. It's just he got the sack. He got sacked again. And
Yeah. That was definitely the big game
that was
of
a
the
good
week.
game though.
Great game of
Not
football.
taking it away.
But I think the most shocking result for me had to have been either the
Browns,
Browns
huh?
Packers score or even Panthers Falcons. Brown Packers, I think that one's a little more surprising just because it's the Browns. But how about that Cleveland Browns defense? There might be some serious conversations we need to have about that defense because it's on fire right
I
now.
would say that's the reason the quarterback issue angers me the most.
Yeah.
I look at Miles Garrett and I look at their defense, and they have a great defense.
Great
Like they
defense.
don't have a good defense. They have arguably the best defense in the NFL.
Right now, yeah. You could honestly say they do.
And they went against what the consensus was the best defense in the NFL and the
Best
Packers.
team. A lot of people were saying the Packers were the best team in the league heading into last week. A lot of people were
I
saying
wouldn't
that.
agree with one person who said that. I don't think
Jordan Love.
Jordan Love could be a quarterback for the best team in the league. I don't. I
Eh,
just don't think
I
so.
don't know. I don't think it's
I
that.
just don't think so. I think their defense is like still top three in the world, but I don't think their offense. Like Josh Jacobs, really good. Do they have a star receiver? No. Reed's out for a long time.
I also think the Packers didn't take them serious enough. I think they walked into that game thinking they were just going to win because it's the Cleveland Browns, and they didn't take them serious
Did you
enough.
see
Yeah.
Golden? Golden was on a
Yeah.
go route
And he didn't
and
run up the field.
he ran out of bounds.
Yeah, that was so bad, bro. That was so bad.
Yo,
I saw the
like
lineman on
here
the
at
sideline, bro.
PPP, we love Matthew Golden, man.
Yeah, we love him.
For the rest of the 18 weeks of football, of regular season football, on top of playoffs, we're cheered for Matthew Golden.
Dude.
That is the PPP mascot.
Bro,
But
like,
the Browns defense played really great.
yeah, I mean, there's not much you could
So
say against
what? Are
them.
we gonna like start Joe Flacco for a couple more games now because like
Yeah,
he
bro.
played
it
like
is.
shit, but their defense played amazing. Like I don't know. It's
I don't know what the plan is in Cleveland, to be honest. I don't even think they know what the plan is. I think they're just taking things week by week. Like, I don't think they have any idea. I think they pulled a rabbit out of a hat with the win this week, and I don't see it continuing because I think the Packers' offense was just really flat in this game. But who knows? They play the Lions' offense next week, so that'll be the real. If Cleveland's defense can hold off the Lions next week and somehow come away with a win, I mean, they're definitely the best
is
team in the
Miles
league.
Garrett the defensive player of the year.
If the award was handed out tomorrow, yeah. Yeah. That dude's up to like what, 5 sacks already?
Yeah,
He's
playing insane.
he's on fire. The other one though, Panthers Falcons. Quickly, any thoughts on the Falcons? Just like I don't even know. I don't even have words for the Atlanta Falcons at this point because it just doesn't even make sense. How do you get blown out by the Carolina Panthers and Bryce Young? That's terrible, man.
I want to say the biggest laugh I have about this game is not even that they got scored 0 points, is that they released Young Hoku and their new kicker missed two.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, dude, that
The
was
new
jokes.
kicker missed two field goals off the rip, and I was crying. I was like, "Yo, cool!" Like as much as he's been in the slump recently, even the end of last year, he was not playing that well. But he is a top kicker in the
Yeah,
NFL.
man, and it was so
Like he
like
is, and it's such a short leash for kickers. Like
yeah, bro. But it's like I feel like a guy like that should get a little bit more time than your average kicker. Like, dude, these guys that are coming into the league now that are kicking and they're just missing, it's like okay, you're done. Young Wei Koo's been here for a while. Give him like okay, you might be going through a rough patch, but
there's
get
a lot worse kickers in the
yeah,
league than
like a
Young
lot.
Hoku. And like the Falcons are acting like obviously they lost a close game against the Buccaneers because of a kick. But like the Falcons are acting like they've been dominating these games and like the kicker is the issue, they're losing games. Then they go out there and score 0 points. Like
Yeah.
it's like kind of ironic that's like you guys are looking for anything to blame but the quarterback. Michael Penix is just
Is this like do we have any flowers to give the Panthers here, or is this just a total
No,
collapse from the Falcons?
no,
No.
the Panthers didn't do anything special. The Falcons is actually really embarrassing how their offense didn't get going at all.
Yeah.
But Michael Penix, just what are we saying with him? Is he benched? Is
I
Kirky
think you gotta ask those questions at this point. Like Penix just looks
Is
garbage.
Kirky gonna come in now? Because they subbed in Kirky.
I wouldn't mind it, man. Like, listen, we know what Kirk Cousins is in this league, but
So is
I,
Falcons now, are they officially no longer a competitor to make the playoffs? Not competitor for the Super Bowl, but the competitor to make the playoffs and win the division.
I
Keep
don't.
in mind the division is not like, whoa,
Yeah,
it's the Bucks,
yeah,
Carolina,
but they just got blown out by one of their division
Saints,
rivals.
and Falcons. But they could beat the Bucks. They could beat the Bucks. They'll beat the Panthers again when they play them again. They'll beat the Saints both times.
I think if you want to lock
And
down
like,
first in that division, you gotta play Kirk Cousins at this point.
that's what I'm saying.
Because the thing, Kirk Cousins, I don't even know if he's necessarily better than Penix, but I know he's gonna get his receivers the ball more
When
than Penix can.
Kirky slings that thing, bro.
Exactly,
Like
man.
when Kirky was playing, he was getting 300 yards a game, like that. He was slinging
Bro,
that
look
thing,
at
like,
Drake London's stats last season before Penix took over and after
and
he
that's
took
the
over.
issue I'm starting to have. Like, as much as I want the, as much as the Browns scenario like pisses me off, but this is like the other opposite side. Like, teams will draft a player that is not ready to be in that starter position, and blow up like essentially what they had, because when Kirk Cousins got benched last year, I'm not 100% sure, but what was the record? I'm pretty sure they were even
They
on the
were even.
season.
They were even.
They were even on
Yeah.
the season. Kirk played a decent year. I think he had a two or three bad game span.
Yeah.
Then they put Michael Penix, and Michael Penix I think came in and played a decent game,
Decent.
decent at best. And now he's the lifelong starter. Like, he's not ready. That was
No.
not the guy. Like, Kirk played a great season last season, decent season for, but like, you know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
feel like he's that guy to run that offense. But
He's not accurate enough at quarterback, and until the Falcon realistically Kirk's not the answer either. The Falcons need to wake up and get a QB in that team
you
because
don't go
there's
18 and
talent being
36.
wasted.
You don't go 18-36 against the Carolina Panthers. Like, that's
Exactly.
not the team that you do that against.
What
What about
about
the Eagles?
yeah, I was gonna bring up the Eagles game. That was a crazy ending in the Eagles game, the block kick.
Fly, Eagles,
Of course
fly.
you were very happy about that.
That's a backdoor cover if I've ever seen one in my life.
Yeah. If you
Minus
had Rams
3.5, baby.
I knew a lot of people that had Rams plus 3.5. They were not too happy after
And they
that.
should never bet against the Eagles ever again in their life, because that was beautiful. People are saying that we offside, and people are saying this, that. That was a perfect textbook field goal block.
What do you have to say to the people who say that Jalen Hurts is a game manager and can only run the ball?
If you watched the pod last week, I said Eagles pick and choose again. Like, they play to their opponent. This week the Rams offense is going to be very high powered. They're going to score a lot of the Eagles. I said this last week. So the Eagles are going to be forced to throw. They play to their opponent. It's not that Jalen Hurts is not able to throw. Jalen Hurts is not, like, I'm seeing stats like, oh, Jalen Hurts only knows how to throw, can't throw over 10 yards. I mean, he
It's
can.
bullshit.
He can, but we don't have to do it. There is not like there's not one point that we had to do it. But this game, we went down 26-7. I'm pretty sure, and we had to start throwing. We had to adjust. That's where you get an AJ Brown 100 yards. That's where you get Devonta Smith
AJ
60
Brown
yards.
woke up. No more reading for him this week.
I mean, man, we have the weapons. It's not like the weapons are not there. It just, we're playing to win. We're not playing to have the prettiest stats. Eagles. That's the difference between championship teams and, I want to say, like
Regular teams.
the Lions, or
Damn.
like the Bills. Maybe, I don't know. Like, we're not honestly, I'd say the Bills play a little more like the Eagles than they play like the Lions. But like, Eagles really don't care about the stats. Jalen Hurts is very, very, very unselfish in that way because you know every single quarterback wants to throw the ball.
I haven't seen Jalen Hurts smile since draft night, to be honest with you. Like, that dude is constantly locked in. He
Just
does not care
locked
at all.
in. He
And
doesn't.
the most underrated part I think about Hurts is his fly ball. His fly ball down the sideline is as good as anybody's in the league.
Beautiful.
It's in the breadbasket every time. There's multiple throws in that game against the Rams where he hit AJ Brown in stride perfectly. That dude has a great, and like, it may sound like I'm just like glazing a bit because it's like, oh, a fly ball. Like, most QBs can throw that. But if you actually watch, man, you actually watch some of these QBs, man, they're not that accurate when it comes to down the sideline. The ball's out of bounds. Players got to catch, try and get 2 toes in. Like, you know what I mean? Like, Hurts, you're always sure. Like, I think it's one of his best throws is that fly ball down the field, to be honest. Out of all his throws, I think that's one of his best.
And his ability to throw on the run, too.
Yeah.
Like we talk about Jalen Hurts' arm, how it's not this, it's not that. Any quarterback who could throw on the run like that is like, we're not gonna act like Jalen Hurts is a bum. He's a Super Bowl MVP,
Yeah.
and people are trying to play him like he's some bum because we have a really good team. No, like you need really good quarterback to win a Super Bowl.
100%.
Barring, well, I want to say Nick Foles was a really good quarterback, but Nick Foles knew the system well enough for us.
It happens. You're
to
going to
win the
have
game.
odd stuff like that happen. Like, guys are just
Who
going
do you think the worst quarterback to win a Super Bowl in the recent memory is? Like, nothing in the 1800s or not 1800s, 1980s. I'm talking about like 2000s and up. The
Nick Foles.
worst Nick Foles, besides Nick Foles, because I already mentioned Nick Foles. Who's the worst quarterback to win a Super Bowl? Let's go down the list.
Russell Wilson.
No. I've seen some things on how Russell Wilson, should he be a Hall of Famer? Yes. You actually think it's Russell Wilson?
No, I don't think it's Russ, but I think there is a little truth to the Hall of Fame conversation because I think if you look at his career as a whole, ever since he left Seattle, it's been an absolute disaster. Like, it's been a disaster. Like, he's getting tossed around to different teams. He's not finding his stride at all. He's making boneheaded throws. He doesn't even look like the Russ of the old. I think he's out of his prime, and I think the longer he stays in this league, it's just going to damage his reputation more, to be honest.
So you're acting like people go to the Giants and play so good.
No, not the Giants, but he was terrible
talking
on
about the
Pittsburgh
Broncos?
and Broncos. He was terrible on both teams.
I wouldn't say he was terrible on Pittsburgh.
Yeah, I wouldn't say he was
I wouldn't say he
good.
was terrible on Pittsburgh. Like,
I mean, if he was good, he would have been.
Like
there
if he
this
was
year.
terrible, Justin Fields would have got to start his job back. Wasn't terrible. He wasn't great, but he wasn't terrible.
I think he could throw the football, and that's something Justin Fields isn't as good as him at, and that's why he started.
So, do you have an answer who the worst quarterback in the last to win a Super Bowl is? Besides Nick Foles? Because he's a backup. Nick Foles. But, like, that's what I'm saying besides Nick Foles, because Nick Foles is a backup. Like, Carson Wentz was a really good quarterback.
Big Ben.
Tom Brady a lot of times, Russ.
I think it's Big
Aaron
Ben.
Rodgers, Drew Brees won it.
It's Eli or Big Ben.
Eli or Big Ben.
Like, Eli was terrible for a lot of, like...
But Eli was like a lot, like Eli in his later years was horrible.
He was, but so was Big Ben. Big Ben towards the back end, it was
No,
getting
I think
ugly.
Big Ben in his later years was a little better than Eli.
Nah, because he had that elbow thing. Dude, he couldn't even throw the ball properly. I'm being serious. He had
No,
that
but do you not
chronic elbow
remember
injury.
in Big Ben's final game, like, and he led a, like, it was like the Steelers were still in playoff contention, and like he led them to the playoffs in that one drive.
Yeah,
And it was like, you know, good.
I don't give a shit, bro. I don't think Big Ben's ever been that good, to be
So
honest.
Big Ben's the worst starting quarterback. The worst starting quarterback to win a Super Bowl in the last 25 years is what we're saying.
Hopefully Sam doesn't watch this. He's not gonna like that. He's not gonna like that.
Yo, that is Big Ben's worse than Matthew Stafford?
Yeah, it's 100%. Big Ben dreams to have Matthew Stafford's arm. He wishes he had his arm.
Gosh, this is like,
Dude, if you actually think about it, it probably is him. Like, not that many bad QBs win the Super Bowl.
to be fair, there's not that many bad quarterbacks that win the Super Bowl. Damn. Sorry, Big Ben. All right, let's keep going then. I
Yeah.
don't know. Like,
Let's go. Let's go. I think that sums up pretty much week 3 and like the big games that you could take away from it. Like obviously there was some interesting results, but you guys watched the games. So let's get into week 4. Here are week 4 predictions and picks. Starting off Thursday night football division matchup. Seattle is playing the Arizona Cardinals. Seattle's slight favorite. They opened as underdogs this week, which is really interesting, but the line has shifted since. What do you think for this one?
um, the Cardinals did not play a good game at all against San Fran
Not
and
at all.
Mac Jones. They let Mac Jones throw. How many picks did Mac Jones throw?
Like 3.
I'm pretty sure he threw 3 interceptions. And some way, somehow, Kyler Murray only put up 15 points on the board. Like and let Mac and Mac Jones and Mac Jones had a game winning drive at the end of the game. And on top of that, on top of Mac Jones winning the game, in the final 3-4 minutes, Mac Jones got sacked for a safety, and they went up 2 points, and Kyler Murray got the ball, and still lost the
I don't
game.
know how you lose the game from that. Like
The
lose like
safety should have
that's
ended
worse
the
than
game.
any collapse the Broncos have had this season. Like that, how you lose a
Where
game
did we
in
go
that
to talk
situation?
about the Broncos?
I'm
I
just
don't care
saying.
about the Broncos.
I'm just saying.
You
Like
guys are a 1-2 team. I don't care.
I'm saying
You
our
guys are
like
the same as the Cardinals, actually.
yeah, but that like the I'm just comparing them to the Broncos. The Broncos collapse. That collapse that the Cardinals had was way worse. And like I was saying with the Falcons earlier, how it makes no sense why they're so shit. The Cardinals, it actually does not make any sense to me because I don't think Kyler Murray is that bad of a QB, and they have weapons there. So I don't know why they can't score points. But how in your right mind can you pick them to beat the Seahawks this week? Like how can you pick them to beat the Seahawks?
I wouldn't.
I wouldn't either. I think Seahawks are winning for sure. I think it should be
Seahawks.
comfortable. Cardinals, they're just not. They don't look good. And I don't know what the answer is there, but I don't think it's Kyler Murray.
Then we got Steelers and the Vikings,
Vikings
which
out.
is
Vikings the favorite. Yeah.
Vikings put up 44 points against consensus that we say on PPP, the worst team in the NFL, the Saints. The Steelers hasn't been shown like nothing too great. Like every game's been pretty close.
It's Steelers football, man. Every game's just kind of goes on. They might win, they might lose. This one's in London. Second international
I
game of
thought
the
it's
season.
in Berlin.
Oh, is it in Berlin?
Yeah, it's in Berlin. I'm pretty sure.
First game in Europe, anyways. But yeah,
But
it's a tough one.
no, the Steelers do win this game. The Vikings had a really good game. Oh, breakout star. We should give him his flowers, Isaiah Rodgers.
Yeah,
Wow, 2 touchdowns.
yeah, man. I mean, I don't like the problem is with this game is that I don't know like because of the Bengals and how bad their defense is. Like I don't know how to gauge this Carson Wentz led Minnesota Vikings. They're getting Jordan Addison back this week as well. The thing is, the Steelers can play really, really tough,
Did I
tight
say
football.
they played the Saints earlier? That was.
I think you might
You
have.
should have corrected me, bro.
You might have. I don't know.
Okay, keep going. Sorry.
Yeah, so I think it's a tight game. I think it's one of the closer games on the slate. Gun to my head, I'm gonna lean the Steelers because of the experience, and I think their defense can give Wentz problems. But I could also see them losing this game. To be
Yeah, I
honest,
definitely did because I said 44 against the Saints, and I was thinking of Seattle. 48 against the Bengals is what I meant to say.
there you go.
But yeah, I definitely do lead the Steelers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got the Steelers winning this one.
Next one, Chargers Giants Jackson Dart season in New York.
It's slow.
What do you think, Chargers Giants?
I don't care about Jackson Dart. Like there's like, I don't
Chargers
know,
by
like,
10.
like people are saying it like we're supposed to get excited. Like there's a new era. Like bro,
I think they just want to grasp onto anything that can get
the
them
Giants
hopeful.
are quarterback killers, man. Like I cannot remember the last quarterback to survive in New Jersey over there. Like
Imagine Malik doesn't get the ball again this week. He might just walk out of the team. He might just say, "I'm done."
Malik is so funny to watch when like his team is playing like shit and he's not getting the ball. Like at least when his team's playing like shit and he gets the ball, like You see the girls come out and you see him smile, but when he's not getting the ball, he played like shit. He
Not a dude you
looks
want to be around. Not
he
a
looks
dude.
so funny, but I don't know how Jackson Dart is gonna get him the ball. Is he capable without throwing 3 picks? And to be fair, the Giants always do this. They put people in shitty situations. Giving Jackson Dart his first start on an 0-3 team against the Chargers defense, like
I know that's why. Like, I think the Chargers will win this game because, like, there are obvious reasons. Not just that they're 3-0, but I do think where the Giants can find success in this game
right.
is the pass rush. They have a great D line that just hasn't shown up or lived up to expectations, and we saw that. If you can have a good pass rush against Justin Herbert, he's not the most agile or elusive quarterback. Like, he can weave in and out of the pocket, but it's not quick, and that's why the Broncos pass rush was able to get to him a lot. So if the Giants defensive line can do stuff to Justin Herbert, they can make it competitive, but it's not going to be enough to win, to be honest. So yeah, Chargers for me as well.
I think the Giants' run game might be pretty decent. I know Tyron Tracy is out for a couple weeks. Scatterboo played really good against
Yeah, Scottaboo did look
Kansas.
good.
I think that was the only like bright spot of the team. So and Jackson Dart up until now for the first 3 weeks was used as like a read option quarterback, and they were putting him in for run situations like a
Yeah,
couple times scattered throughout the game. So like if they could get their run game going, like I don't think they could win, but I feel like they could like keep some of these game competitive and
agreed.
prolong drives and keep the ball out of Justin Herbert's hands is the plan.
Yeah, but yeah, I
But the
mean,
Chargers win.
yeah, Chargers.
That's not like an argument I got.
Browns Lions. Browns coming in at plus 400. Obviously, this game's in Detroit. I don't know if they're gonna catch lightning in a bottle twice. I don't think Cleveland's gonna do it. I think the Lions. I don't know if they're gonna make this ugly. Maybe Cleveland's defense can keep it competitive, but I fail to see how the Browns are gonna score any
I don't
points.
think it's gonna be ugly at all, but the Browns can't score, so it's like, what can you? There's only so many things like
Yeah.
Denzel Ward and Miles Garrett and
Well, yeah. If the defense is on the field 60% of the game, like eventually, like
yeah, but I don't think the Lions like put up
steamroll them.
50 points on them. I just think the downfall is gonna be Joe Flacco throwing 3 interceptions and shit. But
Fair enough.
so yeah, I got the Lions.
Agreed. Big game again. Eagles in Tampa Bay to take on the Buccaneers. Eagles coming in as favorites. I'm not really surprised by that. I think this is going to be a competitive game, though. I don't think this is a cakewalk game. I think this
You
is a
know what's
game.
weird though?
What?
In recent games, Baker Mayfield and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers against the Eagles, like that's been our like Achilles heel. It's like
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
beat us in the playoffs, beat us in the regular season the past couple years. I don't understand what about the Bucks is like the Eagles cannot win a game against the Bucks. Like I really don't. I really like wish I knew, but
It's just the way it is. Sometimes there's teams that are just your
I
kryptonite.
I think without Mike Evans playing,
Mike Evans is out. That's a
Chris
big thing.
Godwin being questionable,
Limited. He'll be limited
so
either way.
Buka being the only real receiver, but they still have their running back core.
And Sterling Shepard's been getting the ball the past couple weeks.
I
He
don't
might
care
have.
about Sterling Shepard.
Bro,
No,
I mean,
like
they
Sterling
do. They
Shepard
do.
in New York. I liked him in New York.
Buddy,
but,
Tampa
yeah.
Bay likes Sterling Shepard a lot. Baker likes him.
Um, I want to say the Eagles are gonna win this game.
I think I'm gonna lean. Yeah, I am gonna lean the Eagles as well.
Eagles are gonna win this game. It is weird, like a weird thing to keep in mind that the Bucks find ways to beat the Eagles somehow, some way. Like the Eagles lose the weirdest ways.
I don't know. Maybe the injuries might just be too much this time for Tampa Bay, and they looked a little shaky against the Jets towards the end there. So I don't know. I'm gonna pick Eagles as well. I think that it's a tough team to bet against right now, and Tampa's just too banged up.
Yeah, let's go through this.
Okay, so Saints Bills. We don't need to dwell on it.
The worst team. They're gonna go 0-17. We
Yeah.
said we're gonna say it in episode.
We should just start skipping all their
6,
games.
7, 8,
We actually
9,
should.
10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 18 episodes. They're gonna go 0-17.
Okay, yeah. So let's skip that one. Next game, Titans Texans. This used to be a shoe in, but is it? Like, are the Texans gonna win this game?
This is such a weird game because are the Texans gonna win this game?
I don't know,
That
man.
is like such a good question. Like the Texans have been throwing me all the way off, and it's like weird. Like I'll tell Noah like what is going on with CJ Stroud, but he's so adamant that it's not CJ. It is his O line.
His O line's horrendous.
But what I saw last week was bigger than the O line. Obviously, Nico had a bad fumble
That
to
was a
throw.
terrible fumble. Ruined the
Terrible.
game.
And that ruined, hey, if you guys were following the parlay, that was the only thing that didn't hit. That's a lie. There's way other things that didn't hit. But
What? Oh yeah.
the parlay, but that was one of the only things that didn't hit. And it was just sad. But I don't know what's going on with CJ. CJ threw like a critical interception when they had when he had a 2 minute offense at the end. He just made threw so many bad balls. Like I just don't understand.
It's a weird situation there. I thought it was the O line a lot, and I still do believe it is the O line. I think you put a better one in front of him, you're going to get a better performance out of CJ. But I am starting to notice what other people are saying with some of the decision making. Sometimes you just can't throw straight up.
That confidence is.
I also find this line weird as hell. Like, why the hell are the Texans practically minus 400 favorites? Like, what have they warranted to do that? Like, the Titans are the Titans, but I think looking at Titans to cover might be something. It's a division game. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, but it's Cam Ward.
And that Houston defense is good. They're going to give Cam Ward a lot of problems.
Really good. So,
Texans probably get their first win here. I think we can say they
yeah, the
win.
Texans do win.
Commanders, Falcons.
This is weird. This is a really weird one because
It's tough. We don't know about.
I don't know if Jalen Daniels is if he's playing or he's not playing. If Jalen Daniels is played, I am all in with the Commanders. If he's not playing, I don't know. A team that scores 0 points is looking for some revenge here.
Yeah, that's what I think is going to happen here. I think the Falcons are going to be hungry for blood. I think they're going to be looking for some revenge. If I were to be a guess, if Jaden Daniels is playing, based on the reports that I've seen, stuff about like how the doctor is saying he can't go or something like that. So I wouldn't.
Mariota didn't play bad though.
He didn't play bad, but he played the Raiders.
Like Mariota's like a Heisman winner.
Yeah, but
he's not.
But
Shit.
he played against the Raiders. So I don't know. I think Falcons got something to prove. I'm going to take the Falcons to win this game. They're also coming in at plus money, which is very interesting.
You got the Falcons winning
I do have the Falcons winning. I think they bounce
with
back.
or without Jaden Daniels.
Yeah. I think
Why are
even
you
with
so
JD
low on Commanders? I know you picked against them last week.
I don't like. Well, last week was strictly because of Mariota. I wouldn't have picked the Raiders if Jaden Daniels was playing.
They bombed
week-
these guys. Like they bombed the Raiders. They dropped 41 on their head.
Yeah, but I don't know, man. I think the Falcons are better than how they played last week. I don't think they're great, but they're gonna win football games. I think this is one of the ones they win. Next up, we got Panthers in New England to take on the Patriots. This game's gonna have a total of like 5 people watching, but yeah, Patriots coming in at minus 200 favorites against the Panthers, who looked really good last week. I don't know.
That is weird.
It's a really weird line. Really weird line.
No, like that is like weird.
What, the line? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a very like. What's the spread? Minus 4.5 for the Pats.
What?
Like, yeah, the Panthers played the Falcons last week, but would you say the Falcons are better than the Patriots? Because I'm inclined to
Yes.
think so. I think so.
would say the.
But why do I still want to pick
That's
Pats?
weird because the Panthers scored 30 points to 0. They won 30-0. The Patriots have not looked good to me at all.
No.
They lost to the Raiders and
But they've kept a lot of these games competitive. That's the thing. Like, they've been in competitive games throughout. They haven't been blown out yet.
this game is weird though.
It's a very weird
and the
game.
line is like throwing me off
Yeah.
on what.
Mhm.
Because if this line was even, I think I'd be more inclined to go like the Panthers. Like that's even line. The Panthers just came off a hot game. Pats haven't looked that great. Drake May has looked that great.
This one, Loki has me kind of stumped, man. I'm not going to lie.
But Mm, this is weird. This is really weird.
I think I'm gonna pick the Patriots just strictly because of the home field advantage. Honestly, that's really the only reasoning I would have behind picking them. I think Patriots defense isn't crazy, but it's serviceable. I think the Panthers defense really isn't that good, but I mean, just held the Falcons to 0 points,
I
so
think
I
I'd
don't know.
go the Panthers on the merit that like Bryce Young has not looked like I've said it last week. Bryce Young has not been good in my eyes at all. I've not seen the number 2 overall draft pick. Like I just don't see him as what people
Number
say
one
he is.
overall.
He was number 1.
Yeah,
I'm
number
in it.
one. Number one overall. But yeah,
And mm, like I got the Panthers like hesitantly. I got the Panthers for
all
sure.
right. Okay. Colts Rams. It's a big game. I'm gonna go Rams. I think the Colts have looked amazing so far this season, but I still am not a huge believer. I think that their luck might run out at some point, and I think they're going to be playing a pissed off LA Rams team who brutally lost to the Eagles last week. Looks still really good. I think the Rams are going to pull away with the win at home this week,
Yeah, I think the
honestly.
Colts' luck runs out this week. They've been competitive in a lot of games. They shouldn't have beat the Broncos. That shouldn't have been a game that they had. But
Yeah.
um,
We got a lot of
the Rams, yeah, the Rams played a really good game against the Eagles and they lost in a terrible way. Colts have like been a really good team this year. I can't really deny it, but the Rams got it.
Yeah. Jaguars, 49ers.
I actually dead ass don't know. I really don't know.
I think honestly, I'm gonna go like I picked against the Niners last week and they screwed me, but I don't know, man. I think if you're a team that can just score on the Niners, you could put up 3 touchdowns, you're probably gonna win the game. Like, can you see Mac Jones scoring 4? I can't in any sort of game. Jags defense sucks, but
I thought about it. I got the Jaguars.
I think I got the Jaguars as well because I think their offense will be able to score something Cardinals weren't able to do.
Ravens, Chiefs.
Game of the week: Ravens, Chiefs, Arrowhead. What do you got?
Ravens are going to put the beats on Chiefs. And the
They're
Chiefs are
gonna
going to
beat the
start.
Chiefs. I don't know if they're gonna put a beating on them,
No,
but
they're going to put the beats on them.
I think the Ravens bounce back this
Beats on
week.
them. Their defense cannot hang with that, with the Ravens.
Isn't it crazy that whoever loses this game is gonna drop to 1-3? That's kind of crazy. Who would have thought that?
I mean, the Ravens are always like, even last season, I'm pretty sure the Ravens started 1-2 too.
Did they?
They had a bad start to the season.
Oh yeah, because they lost like the Raiders or some shit.
Yeah,
I remember
they had
that.
a really
Yeah.
bad, and they lost to KC in week. They lost to KC
Yeah,
in week 1,
and then they
guys,
lost to
and they
Raiders.
lost to Raiders.
The Gardner Minshew
It's
Raiders.
like Ravens have been in this territory. Chiefs haven't really been in this
Nah,
territory.
this would be bad for the
Chiefs
Chiefs.
started off perfect up until 6 games. I want to say.
Yeah, I think
Remember when they blocked the Broncos kick?
so unnecessary.
I'm just remembering.
Anyways, I think Xavier Worthy might be back for this game. If that means anything.
No,
No?
not to me.
Nothing. Fair enough. Ravens -2.5 even. I think Ravens win.
Bears, Raiders. I got the Bears.
I got the Ben Johnson Chicago Bears again. I think they played well against a shit defense in the Cowboys. I think the Falcons, or not the Falcons, the Raiders are a pretty shit defense as well. I think this is the type of game Caleb strives in. I think Caleb's going to suck when he plays good teams, but when he's playing these bad teams, I think he's going to run up the score, going to run up his stats, and the Bears are probably going to win this game. I don't have any faith in the Raiders, honestly, after last week. Geno Smith is not a good quarterback, in my opinion. I think the Bears come away with the win on the road.
Pats, Cowgirls.
Ooh. Oh, the Micah Parsons game. Ooh. Give me the Packers. Packers bounce back after losing to the Browns. Yeah. Cowboys got smoked by the Bears, but
yeah, give me the Packers.
That defense is terrible.
I might even want to tell you, give me the Packers at -7. Like
maybe.
I think the Packers would by 10+.
I think Micah Parsons definitely sacks Dak. Like, I think that's like almost a lock. Like, you want to lock this weekend? That's probably it. So I agree. Packers, I think they're just too strong. 2 Monday night games this week. Jets, Dolphins. Nobody's going to be watching it, but I guess we'll give a prediction. Who do you think?
Is Fields back? Do we
No,
know?
he's not coming
He's
back.
out still with that
Yeah,
concussion?
he's not playing this week.
Oh, that hurts me and my soul.
Unless something changed before Sunday, but from the reports I read, he's not playing.
That is frustrating. If Fields was playing, I would have won the Jets.
Yeah, I agree. But I think the Dolphins need to win.
Fields not playing, I'm still gonna go with the Jets.
Really?
Jets, Jets.
I mean, the Jets played good against the Bucs, so it could happen. But I think Miami's 0-3. It's looking
0-4.
no. I think they'll be 1-3 this time. Get the win at home.
Jets.
And now, lastly, Bengals, Broncos, Monday Night Football in Denver.
Broncos next segment.
Yeah, definitely Broncos. The Bengals suck. Jake Browning
In a
sucks.
perfect world, the Broncos would lose this game too.
Broncos need to bounce back. But yeah, that's our picks for week 4. Now we're going to get into some sit and start options for fantasy football. So fantasy, I mean, it's been whatever for me and you this year, low-key. We've kind of both
What's your
been-
record, Noah?
My record is 1-2. I think that's better than your record, to be honest. Or same record.
I am 1-2 as well.
Yeah. Fair enough.
But
Okay, so I mean, do you want to do your starts first, or should I do my sits?
I could start with the starts. Who we got starting is the first thing I got is Houston's defense. Houston's defense has been really good this season. It's the offense that's been struggling. They're going against the Titans and Cam Ward. I think the Houston defense is going to get at least a couple picks or forced fumbles. Another, even if you don't want to go Houston defense, another one I had was the Broncos.
Yep.
The Broncos defense against the Bengals. Jake Browning is good for a couple picks as well. So either or, Houston defense or Broncos defense is what I like.
I grabbed Lions defense too. I don't think that's a terrible option.
Who are they?
Browns.
Oh, yeah.
Joe Flacco's Browns.
Yeah, Lions defense is a good start as well. I got a tight end, Tucker Kraft versus the Cowboys. Tucker Kraft was a little injured last week. He didn't play that well, or play good at all. But I think it's the Cowboys, and their defense has been terrible. And let in 34 points against the Bears, who couldn't score against, the Vikings defense. Now that we could really sit back and look at it, Caleb Williams' game against the Vikings in the week 1, how bad really was that? Because we just seen how good the Vikings defense really is.
Yeah, but again, it's Jake Browning.
Regardless, I got
good-
Tucker Kraft.
Yeah,
Tucker Kraft versus the Cowboys. Then I got Ibuka versus the Eagles to start. I really like Ibuka because there's, once again, no Mike Evans. Chris Godwin, even if he plays, he's going to be limited. It's his first game back in almost a year, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really like him. Then Caleb Williams versus the Raiders. I want to start Caleb Williams versus the Raiders.
Definitely.
I think there's going to be a lot of, pass rush with Max Crosby getting in the backfield. So even besides his throwing, he's going to get some rushing yards too. Hopefully a rushing touchdown. So I really like Caleb Williams versus the Raiders to start.
I like the starts. Great options there. Now for some sits. Number 1, I got Keon Coleman. Keon Coleman, he hasn't touched 40 yards since week 1. He's not getting any touchdown looks. He's just not really doing it in the NFL yet. We're still kind of waiting.
He hates throwing it to receivers. I say it every week.
That too, I
He likes
guess.
throwing to
But
running backs and tight ends. He hates throwing to receivers.
maybe because the receivers just aren't that good, like Keon Coleman.
It's not that good.
No, Keon Coleman's very talented, but I mean, there's still some stuff in his game he needs to work on. Either way, don't start Keon Coleman. There's about 50 better options. If you're starting Keon Coleman, it probably means half of your receiver room is injured, if we're being real. So definitely don't start him. Number 2, I got Jerry Jeudy. Kind of just piggybacking off what we've been talking about with the Browns. Joe Flacco just physically just can't throw the football accurately enough to have Jerry Jeudy as a starting option. He hasn't touched over 15 fantasy points yet this season in any of the weeks. There's better receiver options out there. You got guys like Jordan Addison coming back. I think Judy's a sit until you see a quarterback change in Cleveland. And then my last sit option, it's Marvin Harrison Jr. And it kind of hurts me to say because I really like him. I think he's very talented. But the problem is he just doesn't get enough looks in this Arizona offense. He's not even Kyler's favorite option. It's Trey McBride, obviously. And for Marv to really find success, you're pretty much banking on him to get a big catch because he's not one of those guys that gets those 10-yard, 15-yard catches. He's kind of boom or bust at this point, and I can't trust him, and I can't trust him against the Seattle defense. So those are my sits. And now I guess we're going to move on to
the playbook. The playbook.
Everybody's favorite segment, the playbook. Going to be giving you guys our bets for the week. So, do you want to do your parlay first, or you want me to do my touchdown one first?
I got our money line parlay.
Okay.
This week we got, to start it off, is Eagles minus 195. Next, Steelers plus 120. Next, Bears minus 1.5 at even odds. Next, Ravens minus 2.5 at minus 125. And altogether, I'm not going to take too long on these, but altogether it's plus 1,098.
There you go.
So $10 or $100 pays out $1,100 basically. I like it. No need to over explain. We're gonna hit. We haven't hit yet, so we gotta hit.
Yes, sir. Okay. My TD parlay, 3 legs. Cut a leg off this week. First leg, Puka Nacua anytime touchdown at plus 105. He did not get in last week versus the Eagles. I expect the Rams to score a lot of points in this game versus the Colts. I think Puka's going to get the ball. I think he's going to get a couple red zone looks. Next leg, Sam Laporta anytime touchdown at plus 185. Lions scored a shit ton last week. Sammy Laporta wasn't one of those dudes. I think this week against Cleveland, he's going to get a lot more looks, and the Browns have also allowed second in the league, 2 touchdowns allowed to tight ends. So do what you want with that information. Last leg 3, Emeka Egbuka anytime touchdown at plus 160. He's pretty much the only clear option in this Tampa Bay offense for this game versus the Eagles. Yeah, they're going to be looking at him, but Baker's got to throw to somebody. I think Egbuka's talented enough to find the end zone at some point. So 3 legs altogether comes to plus 1,400, which means $100 would pay you $1,500. So that's a big slip. Haven't cashed a TD slip yet. So
what do you think about yard? This is just me freeballing here, but what do you think about some yards in the Jets versus Dolphin game?
What do you mean by yards? Like props?
Yeah, yard swaps, not necessarily touchdown props, but I feel like that game they're just gonna be slinging it out. No.
Yeah, I mean,
0-3 teams, both are hungry for a win. Maybe if Fields doesn't play, maybe we get Tyreek Hill going. This is just me talking.
Yeah. I mean, there's definitely options. I would say that is one of the games. If you wanted to target receiving props, I think that's one of the games you go after. I think you also go after props in the Bears and Raiders game. I think that's going to be a high-scoring game. Rams Colts, I kind of mentioned already.
Go if Jaden Daniels plays as a props game for Falcons, or we can stay away from the Falcons?
No, I think you just let the Falcons, if they want to win, they win, and I wouldn't take a risk on any of their props.
You wouldn't take any of the props?
No, I wouldn't. I think those are the main games you target for props.
Cowboys Packers
for sure.
Props there?
Yeah, I like the props there. I also would stay away from the blowout games like Bills, Saints, Browns, Lions. You can bet on props in that game, but the odds are going to be ass, and if they do become stupid blowouts, a lot of those guys aren't going to get as many snaps. So I wouldn't risk it for those games. We gave you a nice list of props you should target and what games you should go after. So do what you want with that information. But I think you got anything else to touch on, or?
I'm good.
All right. Well, then that's going to conclude episode 4 of the Parlay Playbook Podcast. Thank you all for watching another episode. Be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and let us know in the comments if you end up tailing these parlays. We're feeling good about them, so hopefully they hit. So thank you all very much for watching. We'll catch you in the next episode.